Welcome back, homesteaders. I hope y'all are enjoying the great and glorious day that the Lord's given us. Today our video is going to be about sweet potatoes. I didn't care much about sweet potatoes when I was a youngster, but our taste buds change as we age, and I'm glad they did. Because we're not only going to talk about why they reign in superiority over the white potato, we're going to show you how to get growing. So we'll be right back. First off, we're not here to bash the white potato. Been eating white potatoes my whole life. Grew up on beans and taters. That's just how my daddy was. We had to have them. But the sweet potato is higher in vitamin C, vitamin A, and has high beta carotene. That's what that orange flesh, like carrots, that's what that's going to give you. It's going to provide healthy skin and eyes, healthy mucous membranes, and also boost our immune system. As I said, both are good sources of carbohydrates and fibers. However, sweet potato is higher in fiber and lower on the glycemic index, which is good for pre-diabetic or diabetic individuals, which there's quite a few in this country, I have to say. I'm actually one myself. It's a lower glycemic index means a steadier release of sugar in your bloodstream versus a spike, which is really, that's what a diabetic or a pre-diabetic should be putting in their diet versus the white potato. Now, everybody has to have a cheat day, right? I love mashed potatoes. But let's face it, guys, if you're really going for health, sweet potato is awesome. Now, let's get on into how you grow these slips for a sweet potato. You can grow literally hundreds of sweet potato slips from one sweet potato, which is exactly what I've done here and what I do. I have provided already quite a few slips for friends and family, but I want to show you the process that I use. There are certainly other methods, and I'm not saying that they don't work. Always remember that. I'm giving you the advice of what works for me. I start my sweet potatoes in about 2 inches of soil in a container, buried about 1 inch deep, side lying. I keep the soil moist. I want you to see here. And by the way, here are the slips that I have not taken off yet. Okay, so you say, well, how does that wind up being a sweet potato? Well, you could cut these off at the base of the potato, and they may have a few roots on them, and you could plant those directly in some very moist soil and baby those every day for about a week until they take a hold. Or everywhere you see a leaf, there are tiny nodules behind it. If I were to cut a 1/4 inch in front of this leaf and a 1/2 inch behind this leaf would provide a slip for a sweet potato plant. Now, how I would root that would be, I would put it in a jar of water or a vase, okay? I'm not gonna tell you that they're going to root as fast as I have them rooting. Literally, I have roots showing on day 3. It may take a week or so, okay? So these are some slips that I have cut. And I'm gonna try to get close here so you can see all of that fantastic root growth that started on day 3. These have been in here now for about, I'd say 9 or 10 days, okay? They're ready to be planted. Each one of those is a separate plant. So you also can take them from, like I said, the base of the potato. I'll take one now. Here we go, all right? I would pull this bottom leaf, hope you can see that, and I would simply drop it in the water. Now, obviously, I'm gonna pour some of this water out so that the leaf is not submerged, but that will begin rooting and that will be a plant. Okay, it's that simple, guys. And this potato will continue to produce these slips. As you can see, I've already done quite a few cuttings on this, and it just just continues on. I will need to trim this today and start some more slips. I have enough for myself, but I know some others that are wanting some. So I will take about, probably 6-inch sections of this. I will remove the leaf portion that's going to be in the water, and that's how we root. Now let's talk how to grow. Really, guys, there's no limit as how you plant these. You can plant them in your tilled garden area. You can plant them in your container beds. You can plant them in a waste basket, a 5-gallon bucket, laundry basket. You literally can plant them anywhere, but they need warmth. Sweet potato is something that you will want to hold off till this time of year to plant. A lot of folks wait till about mid-May to plant their sweet potatoes because they do not like chill. They like the warm earth. Keep them watered. Don't let them get completely dried out. And they will provide an abundance of potatoes for you. You can even store some of these potatoes throughout the winter months and use them throughout. They can be canned. They can be frozen. They can, make your your baked potatoes, freeze those to where all you have to do is pop them in a microwave. It's that simple and it's that easy. Salt, pepper, butter, yum, getting hungry. That's really all there is to sweet potatoes, guys. It's not rocket science. So if you want to grow your own sweet potato, you only need one sweet potato. And you can grow as many as you want, give away as many as you want. Oh, by the way, sweet potatoes aren't potatoes at all. Sweet potatoes are part of the morning glory family. Oh, and those sweet potatoes that I grew up thinking that because you put sugar and brown sugar and those nasty marshmallows on top and bake it in the oven, whew, I don't like that. Those aren't necessarily candied yams. Yams grow in the tropics. So, again, full of all kind of knowledge I really don't need, but I like to spread it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did get anything from this video, please smash that like and subscribe button and stay tuned for our next videos. As always, God bless. Keep growing. Thank you, guys.